This is the story of a young boy who was blind and a Hafiz who has memorized the Quran. He was once describing how he got married. I come from an extremely poor family. We led a miserable life. I was ugly and blind from birth. I had no possessions, and it was unlikely someone would let me marry his daughter. Even so, I wanted to get married. I went to my father and said, "My dear father, I want to get married." My father first laughed at me and then said, "Come on, son, why should someone let you marry his daughter? You are blind, and we are poor, and are from the lowest class in the society." He made some self-depreciating remarks and said, "Be patient, our plight is apparent. Let's see what God has in store for us." I was completely disheartened by my father's statement. I then went to my mother. I was around 26 years of age at that time. I wanted her to talk to my father. When I raised the issue of marriage with her, she exclaimed, "Son, have you lost your mind? Where will we get the money for your wedding? We desperately need money ourselves. Our creditors kept pressing us with the demands for payments, and you are thinking of marriage?" In short, my mother made such hurtful statements that I burst into tears. After I had calmed down, I thought that perhaps my parents were not ready yet to talk to me about such matters. I resolved to talk to them again, but when I did raise the issue with them, a few days later I was again unsuccessful. Then I thought that I was really stupid. I should rather be knocking on the door of my Lord. I offered prayers late at night and invoked God, sobbing uncontrollably. I said, "My God, people say I am a pauper. Oh Lord, you made me poor. They say I am blind. Oh Lord, it is you who has deprived me of eyesight. People say I am ugly fellow. Oh my sustainer, you made me so. Only you are my master, my Lord, my God, my sustainer. There is none worthy of worship except you, O God. You know I have a desire to get married, but I don't have the means. My parents are people of humble means. I have accepted their excuse because they are really very poor. But, oh my God, you have the power to do anything you want. Favor me with your mercy and make marriage easy for me." After I prayed, I felt sleepy and went to lie down. I fell asleep and had a dream that I was standing in a place that was quite hot. Then suddenly a canopy descended from the heavens, which provided me with shade. I felt a strange coolness and contentment. When I woke up, I felt very happy. The next morning, I went to a scholar who could interpret dreams and told him what I had seen. He asked me if I was married. I replied in negative. When he asked me why I was not married, I told him about the constraints I had in my life. The scholar asked if I had prayed while weeping inconsolably. I said that I had. He said, "Go and seek the hand of the best girl in your family. Go, the door is open." I thought of the girl for whom our family had the highest regard. I asked my parents to go and seek her hand for me. This time, my father scolded me even more severely, flatly refused to do so. I made up my mind to approach the father of the girl myself. When I arrived at their home, I met her father, greeted him, and plucked up the courage to ask him what I had on my mind. He was pleased rather than angry and said, "You have learned the Quran by heart. We will not be able to find a better match than you for our daughter, but we must get her consent." The father went to the girl, told her about me, and said, "Daughter, it's true he is blind, but we should also take into account that he is a Hafiz and Qari of the glorious Quran. Anyhow, I will not do anything without your consent. If you are willing, I will proceed with the proposal, placing my trust in God Almighty." The obedient daughter replied, "Dear father, do as you wish." The proposal was finalized, and within a week the pious girl graced our home. See, in life, sometimes the situation may seem impossible. Things may go wrong. Everything may seem difficult. But remember, for God, nothing is difficult and nothing is impossible. So let us try ourselves best and pray with confidence that surely God can do anything for us. That is the moral of the story. See you in the next story.